Creating and running your first scraper. Welcome to Stalkit Tutorials. In this video, we're going to create a new scraper from scratch and run it. If you didn't watch the previous two videos, I highly recommend you watch them before this one. For this video, I will set up a scraper to collect from IMDb top-rated movies page. This is a very basic page without any pagination, showing all the 250 results in the same page. I will want to collect the movie name, year, rating, and cover photo link. Let's go ahead and click on the Add New Scraper button and give our scraper a display name of IMDb Top 50. I will keep all the other options at their default values and click on the Next button. In the next screen, I don't really need to change any of these options either, so I'll go straight to the Scraper Builder screen. The first thing we need to do is tell the scraper what page we want to scrape. So let's add an URL action. And since it's just a single URL, I'll copy the link into the Open Page field and click on Preview. After a few seconds, you will see the page was loaded in the Preview panel. Since we don't need to perform any other actions, let's add the Extract Data action and give our table a name and call it IMDb. In the previous video, I've explained that you have two element selections here. The upper one tells the scraper how many rows will be in the output table. In this example, we want to have 250 rows. So let's click on the upper element's hand to switch into the item selection mode, and let's select any of the rows. As you can see, Stalkit knows to automatically find and suggest group of elements according to your selection. But before I select the one with 250 results, I will want to go up a bit and select all the results box. So it will contain the other data we want to scrape as well. So I'll click one time on the up arrow and then select the option with 250 results. As you can see, it will mark us all the 250 lines in the table so we can know that we selected the correct option. Now, let's start and add the fields we want to scrape. I will start with the movie name and give this field the name Title. I will then click on the Elements hand to switch again to the item selection mode and mark the movie title Text. It doesn't have to be the first result. I can do that on any of the results I want. Let's do the same now to add the movie year and rating. The last field is the image field. Let's do the same thing as before and mark the image this time. However, I want to scrape the image link, so what I have to do is switch to the Attributes option. Once I switch, it will show me a list of all the attributes this item has, and as you can see, the first one that is already selected in the SRC attribute that contains the link that I want to scrape. If I want, I can very easily change the order of fields by dragging and reordering them. This should be good enough, so let's go ahead and save this scraper. After saving, the window will be closed and a new row in the scraper list will be added with our new scraper. You can see here the link that the scraper is set up to run, the display name we gave it, and the progress bar of the process. Let's go ahead and run the scraper by clicking on the toggle and turning it on. It may take a few seconds to start running, depending on if there is an available server to run or it needs to create a new one. Once it's started, you can see the data starting to flow in. Since all data is found on page 1, it should run very fast. We can click on the menu button and watch the log of the scraper to see more details about the progress and the steps the scraper has done. Let's go ahead now and view the data that was collected. We will click on the menu button again and go to the data option. This is the data screen where we can watch the data that was scraped, do some text modifications and other actions, and export data to CSV, Excel file, or JSON file. You can see the 4 columns that we told the scraper to collect, as well as few default columns that are automatically added up to each scraper, such as the URL the data was scraped from and the insert time. We will go deeper on all of the text modification options in later videos, but for this example, let's say we want to clean the year column and leave only the year digits without the brackets. So in the text modification panel, I will select the year column and I will enter one of the brackets into the parameters field. Now if I save the settings and refresh, you will see that the preview will show the year now without the left bracket. In order to remove the other one, I will add another modification rule. Select again the year column, and this time enter the closing bracket. The preview will show only last 100 rows added. Let's export our data into an Excel file. But before we do it, let's choose to keep only the 4 columns that we set up and remove the checkboxes from the other ones. Let's hit Export. And it will download our Excel file with the name of the table we gave it. That's it for this video. In the next one, I will show you how to scrape a page with PageNation.